This Turkish man rescued a swan 37 years ago. Their friendship is still going strong. Okay, yep, this is officially my favorite photo ever. Hollywood? Hello, Hollywood, please, make a movie, please. But don't make it a thing like Stormboy. I want a happy movie. Hello, cutie. Welcome back to EmKay. My name's Jack. If you don't like this video, I will break your back. And you're joining us for some fun Made Me Smile content. So no more sads now. Hey, look, I'll be honest, this is the cutest idea I've ever seen, but it's clearly fake.
Come on, pal, throw me a bone.
There was a kid at my school who was really smart. Over time, I realized that his parents severely punished him if he got any grade that was not an 85 or above. And if he ever got a B in his class, he would be grounded for the rest of the year. I had a science class with him in middle school. He was talking to the teacher, and he found out on the day that grades were due and that he was 2 points short of an A. He had no way to raise his grade either. Since I sat next to the teacher's desk, I overheard that he forgot a homework assignment one day and had a 0. At the end of the day, I gave him a homework pass I found in my backpack that he could get rid of the 0 with. He gave it to the teacher before she left, and he got an A. So, I guess that's my story. You person are a superhero. The English actor who played Gollum in the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit films, Andy Serkis, raised £284,000 for charity by reading The Hobbit unabridged online. The 56-year-old actor's 11-hour live-streamed performance, in which he used different voices for the many characters, was watched by more than 650,000 people. That is amazing. Just don't question all the warm bottles of Mountain Dew. 5 years sober today. Art helped me to do that. These are incredible, but it really makes me wonder, do we need to have some sort of struggling addiction in order to become amazing artists? Like, I don't want to encourage us to develop any addictions here, but my goodness, everyone who's amazing at art seems to be someone who struggles a lot in something else. After 7 long years, I am officially now an Australian.
Yeah, mate! Oh, yeah, mate, welcome to the club.
Honestly, considering the global pandemic still going on in other countries, this is the best time to be in this country. Just ignore the catastrophic flooding happening right now. Just don't worry about that. My dad died when I was 9. I was always sad he'd never meet my husband. Years into marriage, I learned about the time my mom and dad visited my grandparents and met the neighbor's new baby. Turns out my dad did meet my husband 4 years before his own future daughter was even born. Okay, look, I'm not crazy religious, but surely there are events like these that make you think, did someone plan this? My son's teacher has banned me from decorating my son's bananas as they were causing too much of a ruckus in class, and honestly, knowing my art caused a class of 6-year-olds to riot is probably one of the best compliments I have ever received. I wish I took more photos before the ban. No, how does this cause a riot? Mum, what kind of subliminal messaging are you putting in your kids' bananas?
Dismantle the education hierarchy. Run around with scissors, children.
Pardon the mess. My girlfriend took this pic of me working in a hotel. I've never had a girlfriend who was this crazy about me and makes me feel handsome even when I'm working. This pic of me makes me happy, and that's a first. Oh, that's really sweet. You have a good partner. Some good news. Been fighting leukemia since 2017. Over 1,000 doses of chemo. Today was my last day. I'm finally done. Thank God. Oh, dude, that is awesome. Not the chemo thing, of course. Ugh, that's so normal and basic. Everyone does that. Getting a movie made of you literally the moment you finish your chemo, though, now that's an achievement. I feel the title's a bit dragged out, though. Maybe you could shorten it, but that's just my 2 cents. Wholesome moments. Holding my newborn child for the first time. Can't express how amazing the feeling is.
Oh, he's like a little dumpling.
Shout out to this baby for being amazing. I was having a really bad morning until this baby reached out at me and smiled.
Aww. I know when you're going to die.
What? More good news! I don't have anyone to celebrate with, but I'm 7 years clean of heroin today! Yay me! Well done! I'm sorry to see that the unfortunate side effect was that you're entirely a single hand. A really sturdy one at that, though. Seriously, gosh, looking at my own fingers, they look like twigs compared to yours. At 11 and 12 years old, my cooking teacher bullied me so frequently and relentlessly that anytime I even thought of cooking, I'd have a breakdown. Today, at 20, I made chocolate concrete for the first time. Okay, well, you've introduced me to a delectable dessert that I have yet to try and am very eager to. Someone please describe to me what it's like to eat something like this. I want to know. I'm too lazy to make it myself, though. Oh, no. Oh, this is amazing. but it's also so sad because I know his backstory. Someone in my Norwegian class didn't know the word for cowboys, so called them American horse pirates, and I've been laughing about it for about an hour. Alright, can this actually be a thing now, though? If someone could just contact Mr. Dictionary and just let them know that's the new title of them. Meanwhile, I'll have an existential crisis during my lunch right now by looking at these guys just chilling, and I'm really hungry, but they just look so peaceful. Good vibes. Been training on a new job. My fiance has been struggling with her mental health badly, and mine's been having some rough spots. Treated myself to some dinosaur dungarees. I've not felt so happy in a long time. It does get better. The fact they come in a men's adult size is just amazing. So I invited my dad to a wedding dress event where all dresses are $150. The event starts at 7 a.m., but lines can form at 4 a.m. My dad just called me and said he bought a chair and is the first person outside the building already waiting. It's 2:55 a.m. This is one of those moments where having a very competitive parent is a good thing. In the 1950s, Ella Fitzgerald was not allowed to play Hollywood's most popular nightclub, Mocambo, because of her race. Marilyn Monroe, who was a big fan, called the owner and told him that if he booked Ella, Marilyn would be there every night, which guaranteed huge press coverage. He booked Ella and Marilyn was there, front table, every night. Ella said, "After that, I never had to play a small jazz club again. She was an unusual woman, a little ahead of her times, and she didn't know it." This is so sweet, but also makes me really sad. Just imagine how much talent has been out there in the past that we've never gotten to experience in the spotlight because of their race or gender. Sorry, wait, this has made me smile. No more sad things. Some little white girl between 8 and 10 in Starbucks just looked up at me and said,
Whoa, a beautiful chocolate man.
and her dad literally grabbed her arm and said, "Emily, what the fuck is the matter with you?" Yes. Oh, Dad, please don't punish the child for being fascinated. Kids love chocolate, so if anything, she's giving you the biggest compliment ever. But then some kids have a nut allergy and stuff, so okay, I guess it's a double-edged sword. I thought this grown-as-heck man on the train was flirting with me. But then he started telling me about his kids my age and gave me his daughter's phone number because he is worried about her and wants her to have good friends. That is either the most convoluted pickup line or this man is father of the year. My daughter's teacher told me my child is obsessed with video games and I need to work with her on it. I'm like, I do. I'm player 2. I got Kiwi, a little goth girlfriend. Oh, that is cute, and he's already rubbing his little face all over her. Update. Remember Kiwi and his goth girlfriend? Well, now she's his goth wife, and they have 4 beautiful goth babies. That is so cute, but so many more mouths to feed. This 7-year-old girl didn't let alopecia stop her from dazzling everyone at school on Crazy Hair Day. This is awesome. Thank you for inspiring me when I eventually go bald. Like, hell yes, I am absolutely doing something like this to myself. Don't know how it would look on a 40-year-old man, though. I mean, yeah, it could still work. Height of positivity. A reporter was interviewing a 99-year-old man. Interviewer: I certainly hope I can return next year and see you reach 100. Why not, young man? You look healthy enough. My mom made my dad dress up and presented him with the Best Husband Oscar. I want to be this extra as a wife. Yo, dude, write a book. Dewey, 1898 to 1910. He was only a cat, but he was human enough to be a great comfort in hours of loneliness and pain. If there's one thing about humanity that hasn't changed over years and years, it's our need for cute and cuddly creatures. Hey look, it's Shaquille O'Neal. Before he got flattened by the Batmobile. That's a really old reference, I don't blame you if you don't get it. Laugh all you want. The Shaq brand has sold over 120 million pairs of affordable shoes for kids at Walmart. Yeah, I don't get this. Why do we encourage big rich people to sell extremely expensive stuff of their brand? Like, they don't need to sell it for a ton of money to make a lot of profit. They already are rich. Let them make more affordable products for us all. Stupid, man. Not my Jeep or dog, but I thought everyone would like this. The sign is not encouraging. Kinda busy today. It's my cat's quinceañera. This cat has no idea what's going on, but it appreciates the attention. The woman who lives above me finally got sick of our building's coin-operated washer that never works, so she removed it, bought and installed her own, and told the rest of us to use it for free. When we finally go to war with landlords, she's who I want in charge. I don't know about the the whole removing thing, but yeah, I'm pretty sure if you just buy a new washer and just put it there, it's completely fine. A visually impaired girl finished law school. Her mother, on the right, also got an award for preparing her daughter for every exam. She read all her law books to her for 4 years in a row. Whatever law school this is needs extra brownie points. That is just incredible to be acknowledging this parent. Pisa! My dad runs an organization called GOC, Guardians of the Children. They are bikers against child abuse, so if you or anyone you know is too scared to testify or go through it alone, they will go with you for you. Yeah, geez, good luck to anyone trying to impress this father. Runner buddy proposed to his runner girlfriend at the end of a run. This was the GPS she showed her when they ended at the spot of their first date. That is incredibly well done. So, I don't just look at the app. Just look at the app. How he went. I just need to take a knee. Oh man, this is. After over 30 years of sleeping on hand-me-down mattresses of varying comfort levels, I finally was able to choose and purchase my own. Well, that just looks a little bit like heaven to sleep on. My wife doesn't quite understand memes, but she knows I make them. She made this for me tonight. She said she looked up how to do it and used her love of The Office as inspiration. I think I fell in love again. Show her FS love. When you won the hot, funny, sexy, sweet, etc. marriage lottery with your husband. Plot twist, he made this himself. Me, 20, and my mum, 48, celebrating her chemotherapy treatment, significantly reducing her stage 4 cancer. I'm very proud of her, and I think she looks really nice here. Oh wow, I know that's probably a wig, but that looks really nice on her. Had to log into my wife's bank account to download tax forms, and it asked me for best friend's first name. I tried a few of her friends' names, then gave up, and asked her for the answer. She said, "Did you try your name?" Oh, smooth. That would, she set that up, man. She totally set that up to just be such a flirt. My little girl, who is 15 years old, wanted to go to the park today. She's a bit too old, so I carried her down there. When we got there, this is how she sat, enjoying the sunshine. My dad is the first in line every year for our local ice cream shop opening. Wait, as in it opens once every year? How, okay. Either way, that's commitment. I'm proud of him. I haven't shared this with many people, but after many years of bartending and working any party, wedding, club, restaurant, or bar that I could, I was finally offered ownership and am becoming an equal partner. It's been a long time, and I haven't had the chance to say this often, but I am proud of myself. Wow, gosh, I mean... I'd be amazed enough if I could get a raise, but to be offered ownership, that's quite a pay raise. Dad gives out over 700 free hugs at Pride Parade to kids rejected by their parents. I'm hoping this was like before COVID, right? It's still sweet though. It's still sweet. Never be a prisoner of your past. It was just a lesson, not a life sentence. This definitely needs to go out to those who feel like they do a terrible job every time they do something. Yes, I'm including myself in that. When I was 18, my mom and I were illegally evicted and lost everything, including our photos. 15 plus years later, a relative sent me a stack of photos, and I feel like I got a part of me back that was stolen. Oh my goodness, it's so sweet and beautiful to see this old photo, but also so sad to know that so much was lost. My guide dog in training visited a local school recently, which turned out to be school picture day. Today they sent me this. Is it just me, or does every single guide dog out there look absolutely beautiful and perfectly polished? They're like, if dogs were supermodels, they would always be the Instagram influencers. Pippa the dog loves getting the mail, so much that the postman writes her letters when there's no mail so she won't get depressed. A Canadian man, John McHugh, took it upon himself to fill potholes with the sign, "I filled the potholes. Pay me instead of your taxes." Drivers gave him cash, coffee, and joints for filling in potholes. Oh, yes, mate.
Yes, I have a 3-headed dog. And yes, you can pet him when you're in hell.
Nice.
Will you rate him for me?
Maybe.
Here you go. He's a bit shy, so please be nice. Remember 2020? Yep, it was awful. Worst year of my life.
Remember 2020? Yep, my human spent every day with me. Best year of my life. Sid accidentally sent pics of her dress to the wrong number, and this was their response. Badoop. I believe this message was intended for someone else. My wife isn't home, so I couldn't get her opinion. But the kids and I think you look stunning in your dress. You should definitely go with that one. Oh my god, they all got the thumbs up. Oh, that is just beautiful. My mom is my role model. Her student couldn't find a babysitter today, and being the true African mother that she is, taught a 3-hour class with the baby on her back and fed him. I'm so blessed to be raised by a woman who loves the world as much as her own children. 6 years since my last drink today. Since then, I've built honest friendships, started loving myself, dated, got married, bought a house, and started my master's. Here's what's on tap for year 7. In 7 years you've done all that? You are making me feel inadequate. Oh my god. No, let's not compare. Let's appreciate, but not compare. After all, to compare is rather narcissistic. It's making us self-absorbed, making us think it's all about us. But no, this is about them and their accomplishment. Let us celebrate them. This is Jack being a random life coach all of a sudden. I went to lunch with friends and saw my husband at the restaurant. I was going to say his name, but he was staring at his phone, so I watched him. He was smiling. He typed. Then my phone dinged, and it was a video he forwarded of a dog wrestling a water hose. Oh, this is love. So grateful to be celebrating 13 years of sobriety today. Thanks to everyone who helped me get here. Oh, gee, it's honestly scary to know that that was a legitimate photo. Just as long as you remember, buddy, to chew the broccoli, don't just inhale it. Twitter can be the cutest app ever. After 2 years of long distance, we finally got to meet. And it seems the sun just selectively hates both of you. But then suddenly a hero appears! Hey man, let me know if you want me to delete this, but I edited a version where you're both in the sun. It's beautiful. This is one of the last pictures of my grandfather. He passed today at 97, and this is him in an adult swing, having a good time and enjoying life. No, not that kind of adult swing. Get your head out of the gutter. Today, I waited on 3 10-year-old boys. They ordered 3 virgin pina coladas, and when I asked if they wanted food, they told me, nah, it's just a chips and drinks kind of day. Then they tipped me $11 on top of their $11 check. Who are these boys? Why couldn't I have them as my friends when I was younger? Kid at skate park. As I arrive. You a good skater? Sometimes. You ever been here? No. Do you travel a lot? Yes, perhaps too much. Are you a YouTuber? No, I'm just a skater and a dad. Want to see me do a jump? Absolutely. And then I shot this pic. Follow up, I asked him his name and he said Irving. I told him my name is Tony, to which he replied sarcastically, like Tony Hawk, and then he left. I genuinely hope he saw this post. I have this huge ex-military biker guy neighbor who is like 80% handlebar mustache and has a ponytail halfway to his butt, and him and all his huge biker guy friends all have tiny dogs and special motorcycle safe seats for them on their bikes, and my favorite thing is when they all come roaring in on their bikes and take their tiny dogs out of their little studded leather safety carriers. There is this loud cacophony of kissy sounds and full-blown baby voices like,
"Was that fun, sweetie?"
and
"Who's my handsome boy?"
I mailed a picture of me delivering twins to the Obgyn, who delivered me 26 years ago and said, hey, a baby you delivered is now delivering babies. He Googled me, called my residency program coordinator, and then we talked on the phone as colleagues for almost 40 minutes. In 2013, Aeneas Bourdieu saw a YouTube video of actress Samantha Fuderman, who looked just like her. She messaged Fuderman and discovered that they were both born in South Korea on the same day and were adopted at a young age. A DNA test later revealed that the two are identical twins who were separated at birth and found each other through sheer coincidence. Again, it's like, I'm not religious, but how do people just turn up in these sort of circumstances?
Still no idea how Twitter works. Here is a wall I built.
Meanwhile, Trump at his house just shaking and writhing pain at the fact he can't like this tweet anymore.
Such a good wall!
Everyone dressed as a villain at a comic convention got together to give this little Wonder Woman an incredible photo opportunity. This photo right here it needs to be just the advertisements for Comic-Con in general. Seriously, conventions are like the best places to get a group of people who just want to do something crazy and ridiculous together like this. Okie dokie, it is time for some finoti. Here is today's work by Tene Bear's Art. This is one of their first drawings on their new phone. Wait, people are doing artwork on their phones now? Geez, here I am still trying to learn to use Photoshop. Anyway, here is their beautiful work. Thank you for your amazing design. I certainly hope you didn't draw that fence by hand, because that looks like it would have taken forever. Really, really good. Of course, Also, if you yourself would like to see some fan art in the next video that is by you, then you should post your work in the EmKay subreddit. But with that said, it is the end of today's Squibblies. I hope your day's been a little bit nicer, that you've enjoyed today's video. Remember that you're meant to like this video, otherwise I will remind you again, it's not a threat, it's a promise, I will break your back. Otherwise, do make sure you're subscribed as well, and if there's any more time on your schedule, why not watch another video? But with that said, my name has been Jack. You have been a lovely person to ramble at as always, and I look very forward to doing it again with you sometime. Otherwise, bye-bye. See you next time. Go away. Leave. Get out of here.